This is episode 8 of the MMA On Tap podcast. Walter, what'd you get for our brew today?
We got Wild Range. It's an India Pale Ale. Bought it at Aldi, so, it's got to be good.
It's got to be good if it's from Aldi. What's the alcohol percentage of this?
6.9, which is amazing for a beer. Especially a pale ale. I feel like they're not usually that. I don't know. It's an IPA, so 6.9. That's pretty good.
That's pretty average.
I was looking at the comments on Rate Beer. Oh well, I won't say it yet. What do you think it is? What's the average? What would you give it?
Oh, I'd give it for the official ratings, I'd give this a 2.6 out of 5, and I'd give it like a 2.5 out of 5.
You give it a 2.6?
Yeah.
And you think it's a 2.5?
Yeah.
It's pretty close?
Well, yeah, the opposite of what you said.
Okay,
yeah.
Got you. 2.86.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I was going to give it a 2.8. I mean, it's pretty good. It's an IPA. It's not too hoppy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That sure tastes pretty good. I've already just drank half of it, so I guess.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like a 6.9. I could slam
No,
these,
it doesn't.
But some of the comments on here were hilarious. One guy, crossover from Chicago, said it smells like pickles, toast, and bug spray.
What was the first thing you said?
You said it smells like pickles, toast, and bug spray.
The pickles I can taste a hint of. Not toast, but a little bit of bug spray.
A little bit of bug spray.
Yeah. That's a fair assessment.
Russ Bucket said, nothing is good about this beer.
I think the logo's kind of cool. But
I mean, there's haters. There's haters everywhere, but
that's true.
I just thought, who smells it and it's like, yep, that's pickle toast with a hint of bug spray.
Yeah, hey. He has a nice palate, I guess.
That is an advanced palate.
Yeah. Dang.
Impressed,
but it's not terrible. What do you think of it? Do you like it? It's your choice this week.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good for an Aldi beer.
Yeah.
I have no complaints. I'm going to enjoy this one. We've definitely had worse. So.
Yeah, we've had worse. My mom was impressed that we did PBR last week. She was like, "That's awesome that you guys rated PBR."
Shout out to Deb.
Yeah, I guess my mom is into drinks like the old.
She slams PBRs, huh?
My mom, she chugs the PBRs on the reg. This podcast, we really wanted to talk about the fight card this weekend, UFC 215, Demetrius Johnson versus Ray Borg. There's so many great fights on the card, and so
many.
So we're going to talk about half of them, basically. But this week we wanted to get back into trivia and just do a few. Are yours all this card related as to fighter?
Before we start trivia, let's talk about the past event here.
Oh, yeah.
That no one watched, probably, but there was one in Rotterdam.
The Netherlands,
versus Struze. Yeah, uh-huh. Oh, okay. I believe we made an official pick on this one.
Did we really? Because I didn't think so.
Can you refresh my memory? I think it was on the main card.
Yeah, I think we did Stefan Struve and Volkov the pick. I didn't know that we made it official, but I feel like since I didn't say that we had to do the Mayweather-McGregor fight official. That's
official on our boxing record. That's fine.
No.
But it's boxing. So.
Yeah, that's our... Well, actually, I was going to say... Yeah, that sounds like something. You said that was our boxing record, and I didn't think we'd ever pick another boxing match, but in a couple weeks is Canelo versus Triple G, and I'm more excited for that. Okay, I do too. But we should definitely watch it because because I got Canelo as well. Dang, I
just picked a name because I just knew Canelo. But
no, pick Triple G. He's undefeated.
I picked Triple G. I don't care about my boxing.
Triple G's 29-0 with 26 knockouts.
Cool. All right,
so that's your guy. All right. Anyways, but yeah, I'll have to introduce you to Triple G then. But anyways, you wanted to bring up the Volkov Struve.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an official pick.
Okay.
Which puts me 2 ahead, but this went just like I thought it would. Struve got knocked out. In the third round, it was fight of the night. Pretty good.
Did you see the fight?
No, I didn't watch it at all.
So what is?
I just heard it was a good fight.
Oh, okay. You just heard
it was fight of the night. I mean, it's good. That means it's a good fight.
Oh my god!
Or maybe it was a night of terrible fights, and this was it. But
no, I'm not even going to pretend.
You're just upset because Struve lost. That's it.
No,
that's all it is.
I guess.
And the lead, I have such a lead on you now.
Yeah, I haven't updated the rankings.
I'm up by 2. I'm up by 2 fights, so
all right, that's
you need to start studying some MMA, bud.
All right. So anything else you want to break down from this card?
No, that's all right. That's all right. We'll move on.
You just wanted to make sure you got your win.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Let the people know.
Does that real? We have to count that one. None of us watched.
We made it official.
Well, we can. I want to take it back.
Oh my gosh.
Oops.
No.
Come on, let me take it back. Come on, please.
Oh my god, no.
All right, fine. I'll get you back on this card then. You better pick against me on a couple
Just pick better.
I'm going to pick... Dude, I didn't care about this fight, so I didn't even know who's going to win the Volkov-Struve. I thought Struve, he's from the Netherlands. It's his fight. He's fought tougher guys than Volkov. He's knocked out Stipe, the heavyweight champion. Stefan has, so... I don't know. That's why I wanted to pick him. Anyways, we talked about that way too long. Even though it was only 2 minutes, but still.
Yeah.
Do you want to do trivia now? I really want to ask you my questions.
Yeah, go for it. Hit me with one.
Okay. So, are yours all 215 related this weekend, the card?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine too, but I did it about my favorite fighter on the card, Demetrius Johnson. I like to keep it all with one fighter.
None of mine are about him, so this works perfectly.
And I feel like they're all doable for you.
But you know about Mighty Mouse, dude.
Right, but I gave you some multiple choice.
We'll figure out what I know.
Okay. So... But you've researched him this last week, so we'll see. Okay, first one.
I'm just a fan.
Yeah. Okay. First question for me to you is, Demetrius Johnson has 6 finishes in his 16 UFC fights. Who was the first fighter he finished? Is it A, John Moraga, B, Joseph Benavidez, C, Ali Bagotinov, or D, Chris Carriasso?
Oh my god, I only know Benavidez. It's the only fighter I knew, and I don't think he finished him. He might have in the second fight in the rematch. Give me the other names. I'm gonna C.
So you're gonna guess Ali Bagotinov, C.
No, who's the Chris?
Chris Carriasso.
I'm gonna go with Chris Carriasso.
You are incorrect.
Oh my god.
But it wasn't a terrible guess. It was John Moraga, A. That was the first person he finished, and it was by armbar. He had 6 decisions before that.
Okay.
All right, you go next. But
it's flyweight. It's hard to knock people out. Or he's not really a power puncher. So, all right, number 1. Nunes is competing in her 9th UFC bantamweight fight, which will tie her most all-time in the division with who?
Oh.
And it's 2. It's 2 ladies.
Oh, there's 2 that have 9 fights.
2 who have 9 fights.
Oh my gosh.
She's about to tie them. I will not make you drink if you can get one, and I will take a drink if you can get the other one. But if you say one wrong, you have to take a drink. So
yeah, I don't want to just sit here in silence and think about it because I think I might be able to come up with one. But
off the cuff, let's see how deep your UFC knowledge is.
Not Kat Zingano. She hasn't fought in forever. I'll guess Shevchenko.
No, incorrect.
All right, I'll drink to that.
Incorrect. I don't even think she has that many fights.
Me neither. I just can't think. I'll
give you a hint. She's retired now. You're going to be mad at yourself when you...
Misha Tate.
Yes.
Okay, I got one.
Misha Tate. All right. A little slight redemption. I'll be surprised if you get this other one, though.
I won't, so just tell me.
Actually, nope.
Or give me a hint.
It was Misha Tate. It was only Misha Tate.
Oh, she's the only one?
Yeah.
Oh. You said there were 2.
I did. But Sarah McMahon was my other one, but I think she's fought outside of...
Yeah, she hasn't fought that many times in the UFC. Okay, so you
I'll drink for having some false information.
Yeah, that was very false. So, yeah.
Oh, man. This is hard.
Okay. Question number 2 about Demetrius Johnson. DJ has the latest finish in UFC history. What round in time? You know what?
Oh, no, keep going.
No. That's my bonus question.
Okay.
My first question is, who was the opponent?
All right. Do you have multiple choice?
Do you want it or no?
I don't know his name, but when I hear it, I'll know.
Okay. Was it A, Chris Carriasso?
No.
B, John Dodson?
Nope.
Henry Cejudo?
Nope. It's
Kyoji Horiguchi?
It's Horiguchi.
All right, and what was the round in time?
5th round, 4 minutes, 59 seconds.
All right, you got it.
See, I remember that fight. It was just like no one can ever beat that record.
Yeah.
That's the latest you can possibly do it.
I was like,
awesome.
he better know this.
By armbar.
By armbar. There you go.
Slammer. That's a...
Dude,
that's
I wanted to give you one that you could actually get
right.
and be confident
I appreciate it. That was like the one thing I knew about. That was the most sure thing I knew about.
So give me your next question.
Nunes is on a 5-fight win streak. Who is behind her with 4 in the women's bantamweight division? Nunes is on a 5-fight win streak. Who's behind her with 4?
In the bantamweight division?
Yeah.
I don't know. So Shevchenko?
No, she just beat Shevchenko like 2 fights
ago.
ago.
I thought that was like 4 fights ago. So yeah.
I'll give you one more. I wouldn't have guessed this girl. This is actually kind of hard.
Who?
Raquel Pennington.
Yeah, I would have never guessed Raquel.
Well, that's a drink.
All right, fine.
I should have given you multiple, but it would have been easy if I had given you multiple choice. All the top girls, you need to know women's bantamweight better.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not very good with the women's bantamweight, but
all the ones we kind of start out watching are kind of retiring, fading away. So
yeah,
there's a new age.
All right, my final question: who did Demetrius Johnson beat to win the UFC belt? And there's no multiple choice.
Ooh.
I can give you.
No, I don't need it.
4 options.
It's between 2 people. All right, if I get it wrong, can I do my second guess? And then if I get it wrong, obviously I'll drink. But
well, you're gonna get him.
My first guess is Ian McCall.
I knew you were gonna guess him first. That's wrong.
Joseph Benavidez.
That's right.
I was gonna guess him first. Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, got it though. I knew
there
it was
you
one
go.
Too. Uncle Creepy. All right, what fighter on the card has the most losses in UFC history? It's the main card, so I'm not giving you any hints.
Oh, that's easy. Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah. How many does he have?
He's been fighting for a while.
I'll finish my beer if you can get this.
Oh, shit. 8.
More.
10.
More.
11. 12?
13.
He has 13.
He's 12 and 13. That's impressive he's fought that much in the UFC.
Yeah, because he fucking gets fight of the night and stuff, and he's a good fighter, so.
He is. Love watching him fight, but
how many
that
did
just
you say?
screams CTE to me.
Yeah, how many did you say? 13?
13 losses. He holds the record. He has the most,
Nope.
And he has the most losses by
It's
decision.
only 12, so chug your beer, because you have had false statistics, false stats twice. We're going to count.
Chill.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait.
No, I already checked. See?
All right. What's
Okay.
that?
No UFC. I'm looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, I'll finish my beer.
Oh my god.
I miscounted.
You're embarrassing yourself right now. Someone else looked these up for me, so I'm trusting someone else.
Fair enough. All right.
Do I not have to drink on that one?
No, you don't, because that was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
Ugh. Anyways, well, I sucked at trivia today. I got the last one at least.
Oh, I got one more for you.
All right, go for
bonus
it.
round.
Lightning round.
It's multiple choice, so.
Go ahead.
How many of Amanda Nunes' 14 victories were by stoppage? So 14 victories. How many of them were by stoppage? A, 12. B, 13. C, 10. D, all of them.
12. Whatever one that is. 12.
A,
Yep.
12. Incorrect. B, 13.
13, yeah, I was going to guess that. Doesn't make second guess. I'm out of beer. I'll wait a sec.
Here's one for you. Fresh
Thanks.
one.
All right.
I'll crack one open, too.
Opened it.
For those of you who can't see, just try to drink with the
I thought you were being like
with the top
professional.
still on.
I thought you opened it for me.
Oh my
I guess
gosh.
not. That was disrespectful.
6.9%. One beer in.
All right, let's break down this card 215 this weekend. I don't think the casual fan is going to buy this. I think it's going to do terrible on pay-per-view because
What's your guess on buys?
I'll get there in just a sec because I'm just saying the two main attractions are Demetrius Johnson, Ray Borg, main event, co-main event, Amanda Nunes, Shevchenko. I think promotion-wise, you have to make Shevchenko, or you have to make Amanda Nunes, Valentina Shevchenko the main event rather than DJ versus Ray Borg because DJ's not a pay-per-view draw. Yeah.
Disagree.
Okay, DJ has never drawn in pay-per-view. Amanda Nunes has some of the two. She's headlined two of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Yes, one of them was against Ronda Rousey, and the other one was UFC 200 that she headlined. But all you have to do is, like in the commercials and stuff, just show Amanda Nunes knocking out Ronda Rousey, and that's all you need. Demetrius, he has 9 title defenses in a row. He's going for the record to get 10. But Demetrius has never drawn on pay-per-view, never drawn on Fox, never done well. I think your best bet, it's not going to do well. So my prediction for pay-per-views, 275,000 pay-per-views, which is very low. They're smart. I like what they do. They always are very good about having the first fight on pay-per-view being like a potential fight of the night, which is Jeremy Stevens and Gilbert Melendez. That's a solid choice for the first fight on pay-per-view. But I love the pay-per-view as a whole. Probably won't buy it, might go out, but definitely. I mean, I just bought the McGregor-Mayweather fight, so
puts a dent in your purse.
Yeah, but I think it's for a hardcore MMA fan. This is a really good card, but for all they care about is like making money and stuff. And I don't think people that aren't hardcore fans are going to be super into this card. So that's why I think it's going to be low. Even though they have 2 title fights, and the best fighter right now in the UFC, Demetrius Johnson, is headlining the card. As much as I love him, it's not going to do well on pay-per-view, so I have it at 275,000. What do you think of the card?
I bet it'll do like 400.
Oh, you're crazy.
Between 500, 400, 500.
Oh, you're
but
crazy. There's no way. That actually is impossible. It's not happening.
That's impossible?
It's impossible.
Well, we'll see. I'd love to see the numbers.
I'll give it 10% chance of that happening.
Yeah, 10?
So it's
All
not
right,
impossible.
I'll take 10. Yeah. I'll take 10. It's going to happen.
You think 400,000?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
You don't know. Yeah, there's no way.
All right, we'll see.
I think 275 is actually being generous. I think 225 to 250,000, but I'm going to be real.
Yeah,
if they get,
that. And that's what's unfortunate is that we have to say only hardcore fans are going to be interested in this because that's probably true, but history is about to be made. And the best UFC fighter on the roster isn't even really recognized as the best. Not a lot of people know him, so.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's going to be it's going to be a good card.
Yeah.
Overall.
Great fights. Even the prelims are pretty good. The one I'm looking forward to the most is Henry Cejudo fighting Wilson Hayes. Both of their last losses were from Demetrius fighting for the belt.
Everybody in the flyweight division's lost to Demetrius.
Yeah, but I love watching both of them fight. Henry Cejudo,
only Olympic gold medalist to fight in the UFC
ever.
Impressive.
And he was 10-0. Then he fought Demetrius, lost in the first round by like knees and punches, and then he came back and fought Joseph Benavidez in December of last year. I thought he won the fight easily. It was a split decision to Benavidez. So Henry Cejudo's lost 2 in a row, but I think he beat Benavidez. So I'm picking Henry Cejudo to win this fight. I think it's a pretty easy pick. I mean, Wilson Hayes is the last guy to fight Demetrius, I believe. So this is his first fight since fighting Demetrius in April. But, I mean, good luck beating Demetrius. He's the best fighter. So.
Yeah, that's not really anything to be embarrassed about.
No.
Everyone else loses to him. He's the best there is, pound for pound. But
what do you think about this fight? Like,
this is a good fight. Yeah. This is when I'll start watching.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. This one was close. Are we doing an official pick on this one?
Yeah.
that I gotta go Cejudo.
Yeah, me too.
He's probably gonna win, but Wilson Hayes, he could catch him in a submission maybe.
Yeah. Well, that was the big thing. Was Wilson Hayes is amazing on the ground, but Demetrius Johnson finished him with an armbar.
Yeah,
and it was just
I mean, Demetrius is amazing on the ground too. So.
Right, but I mean, there's like Demetrius has good MMA jiu-jitsu. Wilson Hayes has good jiu-jitsu for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So I think that was the big difference. But I mean, I did not see that coming. When Demetrius tapped out Wilson Hayes, that shocked me. I did not see that happening.
You can have good jiu-jitsu, but you're not in a jiu-jitsu fight.
Yeah,
you're in an
you're
MMA
getting punched
fight.
in the face. Yeah.
You need all those other factors in there. You can't grab onto a gi or anything. So
right.
That can only get you so far, as we've seen with Damian Maia. But
yeah.
I mean, he has a chance. He has a chance of submitting him. Cejudo's just got to be careful, and I think he already knows that going into it. So yeah,
he's lost 2 in a row. Cejudo can't afford to lose.
He's going to be careful. Just get his takedowns and just do some ground and pound. So
yeah,
probably Cejudo, but Wilson Hayes.
Wilson Hayes. This isn't an easy pick. I don't think. I think Wilson Hayes can get a decision.
I would say 40-60.
60%
Cejudo, 40 Wilson.
Yeah, it'll be a decision.
He's got a puncher's chance too. I mean, they're probably both equal on striking, so you never know.
Yeah.
It is flyweight though, so it's hard to get knockouts.
True. So yeah, I think it'll go to decision. It could be split decision, but I think Cejudo will get it done 29-28. Cejudo, that's my pick.
Well, place your bets, people, because you're 2 experts here. I've picked Cejudo, so it's sure money. It's sure money.
Yeah, that's true. And then the main fight on the prelim card is Sarah McMahon. I don't even know how to say her name, Caitlin Vieira. So I don't know why Cejudo Reyes isn't the main fight on the prelims, because
Sarah McMahon.
Yeah, I know it's Sarah McMahon, and I do like Sarah McMahon, but her opponent, she's 8-0. She's only fought twice in the UFC, both by decision. Wins, one was split. So I don't really care about that fight. The fight that I'm looking most forward to on this card would be the first fight on the pay-per-view, Jeremy Stephens and Gilbert Melendez. I was shocked when I was looking up their records, because they've both been kind of on losing streaks. I mean, Stephens has lost his last 2 fights, both by decision. One was split decision. He's 1-3 in his last 4 fights, but his one win was against Renan Barão, which is huge. So he's lost to Frankie Edgar, Renato Malcano by split decision. I thought he won that fight, and then he lost to Max Holloway. So you're losing to Frankie Edgar and Max Holloway by decision. Yeah. That's not bad, because those are the 2 best
featherweights of all time.
Right.
You can argue.
Right.
And unless you want to throw Jose Aldo in there, he's probably above Frankie.
That's true. He is. Now. But the thing that throws me off is Gilbert Melendez. He's lost 3 in a row. He's 1-5 in his last 5, or 1-5. God, I keep messing that up. He's 1-4 in his last 5 fights, only beating Diego Sanchez, which that should be easy to beat Diego Sanchez at this time.
Shut up!
Because he
chill
sucks.
On Diego. He's good.
He's terrible.
He's going to win his next fight.
No, he's
I'm
not.
picking him 100%.
I know you are, and that's why it's an easy win for me.
Oh man, so we need to put money on that.
I will put as much money as you want, because he's terrible. Joe Lozon
knocked
knocked
out. Write your
out.
checks now.
Joe Lozon knocked out Diego.
Joe Lozon's good.
Yeah, you've never said that before. So
he's good. He's not a good striker. But
what shocks me is I didn't think Gilbert Melendez was big for lightweight, but I didn't think he was like. I did not think Gilbert Melendez could ever make featherweight. He's going down to featherweight. This is his first fight at featherweight against Jeremy Stephens.
And that's why he's going to lose.
And that's why he's going to lose, and that's why I'm picking Jeremy Stephens.
I thought you would have picked Gilbert.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. He's lost 3 in a row. And then 2 fights ago, he lost to Eddie Alvarez, and he was on steroids and got out for a year. He hasn't fought in a year.
He was on steroids.
Yep.
He needs to get his money back. Did you see him? He didn't look like he was on steroids.
Didn't look like he was on steroids, but I don't know.
Those are some cheap
Mexican steroids. I don't know. Yeah, I don't...
Discount steroids.
I think there's a chance he doesn't even make weight. He doesn't make 145. That's my prediction. I don't think he's going to make the weight. He might get... I think he's training himself, because he's not getting any younger. I mean, he is. He's 35. Cutting down to featherweight for the first time, and he's 35.
I don't get why he's doing that.
You've lost 3 in a row.
I hate to say this, but his career is over.
His career's over.
You're not ever going to be challenging for the belt.
Nope.
You're becoming irrelevant, so now it's about getting just fights with those old school guys. And
Yep.
I don't know. I'm picking Jeremy Stevens, like you said. I think going down to 145, not a smart move for him, but
it's so
that seems to be the fad nowadays. If it's not
is.
working out in your weight class, well, cut some weight, see what can happen. So, did you hear about someone else who's going down to 145?
Who?
Michael Johnson.
Oh, I saw that. He wanted to challenge Jose Aldo.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight. I like that.
I liked it too, but the first thing that came to, because I read that this morning, the first thing that came into my head when I saw that was Jose's never going to take that fight because he wants to fight. He wants to make money. He's never going to be like, oh yeah, Michael Johnson.
And that's kind of a hard fight for him. So
he would never take that fight. That was the first thing that came to my head. Yeah. I like Michael Johnson's ambition to go down, but first of all, he's Michael Johnson's short, but I feel like he 5'8". I don't think he belongs at featherweight either. I think that
he should be a lightweight.
He should be a lightweight.
Yeah,
but I mean,
there's nothing left from it lightweight, and lightweight is just a total logjam because of McGregor. Right. So he's like, if I want to even a shot at the belt, he can't go up to welterweight.
Michael Johnson wants a big fight, and that's why he called out Jose. It's the smart move.
Yeah,
but that's 145. That's going to be crazy.
But Jose's desperate, and he needs a fight. So
yeah. Jose said. I think last week that he wants to finish his contract in the UFC so he can go into boxing.
He won't be a great boxer.
Yeah.
He needs his kicks. Kickboxing, yeah, sure. But
that's true.
Half his stand-up is his kicks. So, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. But I think we both have Jeremy Stevens on this one.
Yeah.
And do you think that's going to be fight of the night? Weren't you saying that? Okay. Yeah. I disagree, but...
What do you think is going to be the fight of the night?
Okay. Get into that.
The next fight on the pay-per-view is Ilir Latifi versus Tyson Pedro. I don't really...
this is my call of fight of the night.
Okay. Talk to me about it, because, I'm not too familiar with Tyson
light heavyweights, this is kind of a small weight pay-per-view anyways. Ilir Latifi, this Pedro guy, I think I've seen him fight once, but all his UFC fights have been first-round finishes. He just gets finishes. The dude is a savage. And he has... I'm picking him. I'm picking this Pedro guy. I think he's an up-and-comer in the lightweight division. I want to say he's ranked 12th or 13th. Latifi's ranked 2. Lightweight's thin right now, so got to get to know some new lightweight fighters, as you know, with John Jones gone. But this Pedro guy has a 6-inch reach advantage on Latifi, and he's 7 inches taller than him. I think he's going to mess his day up. He's going to destroy him. All stoppages. The only thing that might trouble him is Latifi's wrestling. But when you have that much length, it's easier to stop takedowns. I think he knows if I keep this on the feet, I'm probably going to win. So, picking Pedro, and I think he's an up and comer. I think he could be a serious guy. He's got good submissions, and he's got the height to be a good striker. So. I'm picking him. I imagine it might be the upset pick. I don't know the betting odds, but I'm picking Pedro, and I think this is going to be fight of the night. This is ending in a TKO or a knockout.
Yeah, it'll end in a TKO. I'm picking Tyson Pedro as well, just because you said he had that. Because I know Ilir Latifi is small. He's small. He's not small. He's short, but he is jacked for how tall he is.
Yeah, he's a thick
very
boy.
Thick. He's very thick.
Is he 5'9", maybe?
Probably, yeah.
So,
but yeah, I'm going to go with Tyson Pedro.
Did I convince you to pick Tyson Pedro?
Yeah. Because I don't know.
Because you were kind of talking shit about him earlier.
No, I just said
nobody. He's had like 2 fights.
No, I didn't say he's nobody. I just said I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. What's Ilir's height? 70 inches. Oh, he's 5'10".
Dude, he's jacked. Ilir Latifi.
He is.
Dude, I'll take Latifi.
All right, it's official, y'all.
I just looked at their bodies, and I'm picking Latifi based on...
You love looking at their bodies.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to deny it. But I really don't I don't care about that fight too much, so... I'm
just saying, I think that's going to be a fight of the night.
Yeah. I don't. I think
it's
it could
not
be
the
one
fight
of
I'm
the,
most excited for.
Yeah,
but I think
it could be one of the performances of the night because it could be a crazy finish, but I don't see it being fight of the night. But
probably not. That's hard to win if you're not a top person. So,
yeah,
yeah.
so,
It could be. I think it'll be a performance.
Yeah,
bonus.
But after that fight, because that fight, I mean, I guess you kind of got me a little bit more into it after explaining your take on the fight. And hoping
it'll be interesting. It'll probably end in a knockout, which you like to see.
You like to see finishes on pay-per-view.
If it's dull up in the middle, then it'll boost a little insight. But this is where I go grab another beer.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, but yeah,
grab
then
some food.
Yeah, but then because the last 3 fights are the ones that I'm really looking forward to. You can't miss these for like the hardcore fans because Neil Magny is fighting Rafael Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos' second fight at welterweight. And I read something this week. I don't know if you read it. So Woodley has the belt, and he fought Damian Maia last, and that was one of the worst fights I've ever seen.
You barely even watched it.
Barely watched it, but I did rewatch it. It was terrible.
People, yeah.
But Sean Shelby, the matchmaker, said if Damian, because it was a late notice kind of type fight, it was a month. To fight for the belt, if you get the call a month away, that's pretty short notice for a title fight. So Sean Shelby, the matchmaker, said a couple weeks ago, he said if Damian turned the fight down, Rafael Dos Anjos was the next guy getting the title shot.
He was
which is crazy because he's only fought once at welterweight and won by decision against Tarek Saffiedine.
But he's a former champion.
Champion.
That's easy to sell.
Yeah, so, it wouldn't do well, but it's a decent sell.
Would it have done any better than Damian?
No.
It didn't matter. They weren't the main event.
Right. So I thought that was really interesting, but I think it's good that RDA isn't cutting down to 155 anymore because he was draining himself. He passed out before his title fight against Eddie Alvarez, so it's good that he's at 170.
Pause real quick.
Go ahead.
Remember what you're going to say, but I just saw that is such a big deal in UFC. Paige Van Zandt just came out and said she's passing out before.
I saw that.
Stop cutting weight. Like, it doesn't help you.
No, and that's where you're wrong. It does because the UFC, or MMA's been around for, even though it hasn't been around super long, it's been enough where I think they relate it to wrestling, where wrestling they still cut a bunch of weight because they know that the bigger you are, the better it'll help you. And so in boxing, it's not as important because you're just standing. But in MMA, there's so many like transitions and stuff. You have to be the bigger guy. So that's why they keep cutting away.
Your body weight plays more of a factor. You can use it to tire the other person out, I guess. But
right. So that's what the mentality is. But then you had guys like there's the 1%ers like Frankie Edgar, who was at 155 and won the belt because he just was like, I'm not cutting weight, I'm not going to dehydrate myself. But you just don't see that as often. It's very rare. So,
but if you're passing out, you're not going to win the belt. Passing out 48 hours before the fight,
and that's or when you're in the locker room getting ready to fight, like Dos Anjos, who lost the belt. So that's why I think it's a great thing that he's at welterweight now. But I think Neil Magny is going to be too big for him. Neil Magny's he's cutting weight to make welterweight. So's RDA, but
Neil Magny's 6'3". He's got to be the tallest welterweight.
Yeah, one of the tallest for sure.
What's his name?
Yeah, I don't
know. Who always gets rear naked choked.
Brandon Thatch.
I think he might be 6'3" too.
I think he's not in the UFC anymore.
Oh,
so
yeah,
bad.
No.
But my pick is Neil Magny. I think they're both just as well rounded. But Neil Magny has the height, the experience at welterweight. He has great wins over top guys, and I think it'll be a decision win for Neil Magny. But I can see it going. I can see RDA winning by decision. It could be a split decision for Neil Magny, but I'm going to take Neil Magny, the bigger guy, based off of they both have great skills, in my opinion. So I just think Neil's bigger, so that's why I think Neil Magny's going to get the win.
Just going off of size.
Because I don't.
Former champion, huh?
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not either. But I'm a huge fan of Neil Magny as well, so I think that's another reason why I'm picking him. I kind of do pick the guys I like, and
I'm guilty of that as well. Pretty guilty. I usually pick the guys I like. No, I agree. Neil Magny all the way. He's got significant reach and height on him, so. It just seems like Neil Magny, he's the younger guy, fresher guy, and he fights a lot, too. There's some...
Yeah, he stays active.
I think in 2015 he fought 5 times.
Maybe 6.
Was 5-0.
Yeah, it could have been 6.
In 2014 he fought 5 times, so he... Actually, since 2013, only one guy's fought more than him, which Do you know
Donald
who it is?
Cerrone.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's nice. That's a pretty safe bet, though.
Yeah.
I think he's at 12 and Donald's at 13, so they're about to be tied. But, yeah, I'm going Neil Magny. Neil Magny definitely on this one. But, I mean, it could be close. You never know if RDA can... He needs to chop at the legs.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard for him to get in close. So
RDA has really good leg kicks. Neil Magny's lanky, so you can hit the legs.
Yeah.
I think that's his best bet. He needs to be... RDA needs to use all his skills to win.
He does.
Ground game.
Needs to try to be aggressive
boxing,
because he can't be backing up.
Yep. Yeah,
Especially
he needs to
when
be
you don't have
aggressive.
the reach advantage. Nah.
But I'm just looking forward to see who can implement the game plan the most. Because they're both going to have good game plans, just who can implement it. And that's why I think Neil Magny... That's what MMA is all about. So, yeah, I'm picking Neil Magny as well. Man, all our picks are all the same so far.
Didn't you take a... Nah, I have Pedro, you have Illyria.
Oh, I changed my mind. Yeah, because I changed my mind.
You'll change it again when they walk out.
I might.
His
no,
body
these are
didn't
official
look
picks.
as good on the... Yeah, they're official.
Picks. But I don't want to bet on that fight because I don't know who Tyson Pedro is, but we can do it fine.
It's the main card.
All right, fine.
Research your fighters.
All right, fine. Co-main event, Amanda Nunes, the champ, at bantamweight against Valentina Shevchenko, the rematch. You talk about this one first because I want to give my pick after yours because I think ours will be different.
Well, what do you want me to take my take on it first? Well, I'm just going to take
Both.
my take on it first.
Oh, okay.
Just to get rescheduled because of, as we know, Amanda Nunes pulling out because of, I don't know if it was some sinus infection, was it? Or it was bad. No, UFC wasn't happy about that, but
not happy at all.
I mean, pull out if you're not 100%.
It's smart.
It sucks.
Business-wise, because let's say you fight and you lose. You go back from, so now you're not getting pay-per-view points.
Exactly.
And you're just going back to making like 20 and 20. You're making $40,000 a fight when you can be making like $500,000 or $1 million as champ. So it's the smart business move.
Yeah.
You can't blame her for that.
And then just going back to who she is as a fighter, I mean, 13 out of 14 stoppages out of all her fights. The only one wasn't that she hadn't finished with Shevchenko, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, this girl is a savage. She owns like almost all the bantamweight records.
Yeah.
And she just kind of fell under the radar of Ronda Rousey. Now that Ronda Rousey's gone, it's the Amanda Nunes show, and I'm on this hype train, man. It's 7 victories in UFC women's bantamweight competition, are most in divisional history. I mean, 6 stoppage victories, tied with Ronda Rousey for most in divisional history. All 6 of those were first round. I mean, she ends it in the first round. Girl's got punching power.
Yep.
Man, she's a beast.
Yeah.
So I'm just going with her. And I just... Not to talk bad about Shevchenko, because she seems like a nice girl, but I always just get weird vibes from her, and when they're showing pre-fight stuff, and her sister, and it's always about her and her sister. I love my sister. We do everything together. Like, it's weird. It just shows them, I don't know, and that's great. She's close to her family like that, but I don't know. That doesn't make me pick against her, but I just think Amanda Nunes is
funny.
It's just weird and it's funny. It is, yeah. But Shevchenko's good. I just don't think she has that it factor that Amanda Nunes brings with the power in her striking.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Amanda? I read Kat Zingano said Kat Zingano beat Amanda Nunes in the 3rd round, I believe, because Amanda Nunes guessed out, but. The first round, Amanda Nunes dropped Kat Zingano. Kat said, "I've never been hit that hard in my life." And then Ronda Rousey got finished within a minute.
She's the lioness.
She's the lioness.
She hits like a lion.
She's the hardest hitter at bantamweight. Her and Cyborg are the 2 hardest female hitters in MMA. But the thing with Amanda Nunes, which I respect, is she's a first-round fighter, maybe a second-round fighter. If it goes past the second round, she's getting tired. So she has 2 rounds to finish Shevchenko. Shevchenko has impressed me in her last 2 wins because she beat she beat Holly Holm by decision, which I did not see that coming. Outstruck Holly Holm, the kickboxer, and then she tapped out Juliana Pena, who that is the last thing I would have seen happening. I said, if it goes to the ground, Juliana Pena is beating Shevchenko whenever she wants.
She got hurt in that fight, though, Pena.
She got tapped out. She didn't get hurt.
No, she did get hurt, though.
Did she?
She had an injury going into it. I think she, messed up her shoulder. You don't remember him talking about that? They're like, she's hurt. And it was pretty visible when they went into the second round. I think it was a shoulder injury. But,
yeah, it could have been, but
still,
Shevchenko, her last 2 wins are Holly Holm and Juliana Pena. Those are the 2 toughest women. 2 of the toughest women in the bantamweight division. I'm taking Shevchenko for real.
Good.
I think it's going to go once it goes into the. Amanda Nunes can finish her in the first or second round, but I think Shevchenko is a smart fighter. She's going to counter well and just avoid the power punches. She might get dropped once, but I think she'll recover. And then Shevchenko by decision, I think, because I think Amanda Nunes will gas out. So I'm taking Shevchenko by decision. And I think that's a fair.
I didn't realize. Wait, had they fought for the belt before?
No.
Man, I thought their first fight was
No, it was just a 3-round fight. Nunes won the first 2 rounds, but then Shevchenko turned it up in the 3rd round and beat Nunes in the 3rd. But Amanda always gets tired because she's a power puncher, so that's why I'm taking Shevchenko. I think she'll get it done.
Good.
I hope.
I'm with the Lioness.
Yeah.
Make it a 6-5 win streak. Man, she's gonna be the best bantamweight fighter. If she wins this, you think she's the best women's bantamweight fighter?
Of course.
All time?
Of course.
If she's not already.
Yeah.
You consider her that already.
Yeah, I'd consider her the best already at bantamweight because she's retired Miesha Tate and Ronda Rousey. And those are the 2 best bantamweights.
Yeah.
And she retired
I
them
would
both.
too.
So.
Significance of wins.
Yeah.
But that'll be a good fight.
That'll be
really
great.
excited for that fight, actually.
Yeah. And then, Demetrius Johnson is my pound-for-pound favorite, or pound-for-pound best fighter, because John Jones, who knows what's up with him? DJ's a clean fighter, and he has 9 title defenses in a row, going for his 10th this Saturday to break the record. And he's fighting Ray Borg. I don't know how I feel about this fight, because I just assume I know DJ's going to win. I'm excited to see him fight. The only thing that kind of I thought was weird was UFC wanted him to fight TJ Dillashaw, which I get that. Why not have you break the title defense and make a lot of money? Because that's a huge fight, fighting TJ Dillashaw than Ray Borg. DJ's biggest complaint was TJ's never made flyweight before, so he said, I don't want to fight TJ for the belt and then find out he doesn't make weight, and then it doesn't count as my 10th title defense. I wanted to have a fight in my division before I fight him. But then it's at the same time, you want to fight Ray Borg instead. He's missed weight twice at flyweight, so I mean, I think there's a chance Ray Borg can miss weight again.
Probably.
He said he was young, and Ray Borg's young. He said
24.
he just was, so he said, back, when I was younger, I was just clueless and just didn't care, but it's obviously a title fight, so I think Ray Borg will make weight, but I think DJ just wanted the easier fight at flyweight to break the record, which you can't blame him, but the UFC, I heard, offered him more money. DJ wants money, and they said, I heard that the UFC offered him a lot more money to fight TJ, and he said, no, he's never been a flyweight before, so I want to fight Ray Borg. He's next in line.
You think they're not going to offer him the TJ Dillashaw fight once he wins this fight?
Yeah, they will.
And then he breaks the record, and now
well, it depends on what happens.
Probably arguably one of the best UFC fighters of all time.
Right.
And then they're like, all right, we'll give you the TJ Dillashaw fight now, and now you're even better than you were before. Maybe he's worth a little bit more now. He absolutely is. I don't know. He should go up to bantamweight. Get his 2 belts.
I mean, listen, we got Cody Garbrandt fighting TJ at 135. I don't even want to talk about those 2 because that fight, who knows who's going to win? Actually, I do know who's going. I'm going to take my pick,
I don't think you know.
But. I'm sticking with the pick. But I think DJ should fight Ray Borg and get his win, get his 10th title defense, and then. Who knows? Fight the win of Cody Garbrandt and
flyweight's empty, but he's really not a bantamweight. He's a small bantamweight.
He's a small bantamweight.
That's the thing. He's one of the. He went down to flyweight because he's a flyweight. I know what you did.
An accident. But Yeah,
He was one of the few guys who went down to flyweight because he's a flyweight. Like Ray Borg, some of those guys are cutting because they want to be the bigger guy at flyweight.
Right.
But Demetrius Johnson's a flyweight because he's a flyweight.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't do well.
And he's still held up against like Benavidez, probably a bantamweight. Like a lot of these other guys, they're probably bantamweights cutting down to flyweight, but he is an actual flyweight.
He's an actual flyweight. What do you think about the fight? And who you want to take Ray Borg?
No, hell no. I'm all about the Johnson life, man. He's going to do well, and I can't wait till he gets his money fight after this.
I hope so.
I don't know if there's a lot to discuss. Ray Borg's young. I'd give Ray Borg a 10% chance of being generous.
Yeah.
And that's just a puncher's chance, really. Yeah. But you're fighting one of the best all time. I mean, if he wins, wow.
There's no way Ray Borg's going to win. I've seen him fight. He's a great fighter, but you're not going to beat Demetrius Johnson. This is ridiculous. It's just
hard.
Yeah.
He's too good.
It's too good. I don't know.
Well, then, since we totally agree, who does he get next? Then what's next for Demetrius Johnson after this? If he
needs to call out the winner of Cody Garbrandt, T.J. Dillashaw, go up to bantamweight and fight for that belt, and try to get the two belts like Conor did at featherweight and lightweight. Just go for it, dude. But he doesn't really call people out. I think he'll just say whoever the UFC gives. Who knows what DJ's going to do? But I want to see him
nice and humble of a guy.
Yeah, I want to see him fight T.J. Dillashaw over Cody Garbrandt. I think Cody would run over DJ. I think Cody's going to not run over, but Cody's going to beat TJ. I'm high on Cody Garbrandt. So, what about you?
Yeah, I agree. You should call out the winner of that fight.
Yeah.
And that's an easy setup for the UFC. They'll give it to him easy.
Yeah, he just has to do it. Call him out.
I think he will.
Do you think he's going to finish Ray Borg?
Yeah, I do, actually.
By what? I'd say submission.
Submission, yeah, it's not going to be. Probably submission. Because of strikes, though. He gets on top of him or something, starts pounding on him, and then Ray gives up a susceptible position. I feel like guys do that a lot as a cop-out for getting knocked out. They're like, all right, I'll give you my back. Just choke me out. Don't knock me out. And so, I mean, maybe one of those things happens. But
I got Demetrius by armbar in the 4th round. Because Ray Borg's never been... Yeah, armbar.
Yeah, okay.
Or Kimura, some arm lock or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the finish. General finish.
Yeah.
I don't know about 4th round. I'll go 3rd round.
Third round, okay.
He just goes hard on this one. He wants his impressive win, so yeah.
He needs an impressive win, and then call someone out, DJ.
He doesn't need an impressive win.
Sure.
This is already, he just needs to win.
This is history right here. Most title defenses ever in UFC history if he gets it.
Yeah.
So going for his 10th one, I'm rooting for him. I hope he gets it. He will.
He will. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
UFC's finally back, though.
Finally back into
like
the pay-per-views.
a month layaway.
Yeah. And a good card. I mean, last week I didn't watch any of the fights. So, this pay-per-view I'll definitely be tuning in. So, can't wait for the card this weekend. Next week we'll definitely have to recap the fights. I mean, shit, we're betting on, or we're, making picks on 6 of the fights. So someone's going to be ahead. You'll either have a big lead,
You could catch up.
But I could catch you. Even half our picks are the same, but
yeah,
we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky on the. I think Shevchenko could get the win.
2 fights that are different.
Ilir Latifi. All right, we can get it done.
We'll either wash or you'll.
Someone will be talking shit next week.
Always talking shit.
Always talking shit. Cool. Well, Walter, what'd you think about the beer you got?
It's pretty good.
You like
for an Aldi beer?
Aldi beer, it's not terrible.
Got a pretty good buzz on, so
yeah.
I don't know. I'd kick it. I'm kicking it up to a 3. This is a 3. I'd buy this beer again.
Would you?
It's pretty cheap because it's Aldi, but
yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah. What'd you think out of your beer and a half?
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was just all right.
Yeah. Too much for the little boy.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so we'll recap the fights next week, and there'll be some drama to talk about. Hopefully DJ calls someone out so we can do that. So
shout out to our subscribers.
Shout out to our subscribers.
You guys keep us going, really.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really...
And the people that dislike our videos, it makes us...
It fuels us.
It fuels us.
You're just fueling us.
So
It's just going to make that that much better.
It'll make it that much better. So just make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're viewing and posting about us because we're getting up there. We're getting big, guys. So appreciate the support.
Appreciate the love.
All right.
Merch possibly coming out in 2018.
2018, some merch. We're working on some T-shirt designs.
Yeah, those subscribers, since day one, we're looking at you.
We're watching.
Keep listening.
And keep spreading the word.
Love y'all. Yeah, spread the word, too. God, don't be lazy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
MMA On Tap. This has been episode 8. We're out.
Peace.